Hello and welcome to another edition of Broncos Talk Sports. This time it is Halloween. I'm Top Gun. This is our famous Lionel Messi. And over there we have, who are you, Pancho Villa?
Pancho Villa.
Pancho Villa. We got a special edition of Broncos Talk Sports, Totally Soccer Edition today. We're talking about Spain. And in specifically, we're talking about Real Madrid and Girona. We'll talk about a few other things regarding Spain, but I want to start off with that. Sergi, you're from Catalonia. Girona is a newly promoted team from the region, beating Spanish giants Real Madrid. It's a huge result, shocking result for many. Can you give me some background on the politics behind this? Because this is a very political game, politically charged game. Maybe if you want to share a little bit about the politics and maybe what you felt after seeing the final score.
I'll try to keep it simple.
Keep it simple.
Let me take my sunglasses off.
Beautiful.
Yeah, thank you. First let's talk about the game. I think Girona played a wonderful game. The fans were like all over the place. They were just like chanting and just supporting them. And I think that the players just felt that energy from the fans, and they started believing that they could actually win that game. And I actually just saw the second half, but that was enough for me, to be honest. I just saw like a team with more energy and more attitude than Real Madrid. So for me, like, they deserve to win. And then I don't really like to talk about politics, but I'll do it for you this time.
I love it.
And like the situation back home is not the ideal, to be honest. The president just said, "Oh, we're going independent. Like, we're gonna be our own country," but then that's illegal. So Spain said, we're just gonna go to the constitution, and there's an article, I think it's 155, that says, we're gonna intervene the Catalan parliament. So we're gonna just dissolve it, and we're gonna take over. So we're not gonna have our autonomy anymore as Catalan government. So the Spanish government is just gonna be, all right, it's our time to make decisions. So it kind of sucks, to be honest.
As Sergi said, it's a pretty sticky situation. To give a little bit more context, on Friday afternoon, last Friday, the Catalonian government declared independence. Hours later, the Spanish government came, shut down the parliament, arrested prominent members within the Catalonian government, and it's a pretty bad situation. But it's in that context that the game took place, so it's an important game to talk about, and it's got the politically charged atmosphere. And Girona took it 2-1, and for you as a Real Madrid fan, you saw the highlights. You saw.
It's very disappointing, honestly, because but at the same time, it's part of the game. That's why they call it the beautiful game. Girona played wonderful. They outworked Real Madrid. I mean, I didn't see the full game, but I saw the highlights. And in the first half, they hit post, I want to say 2 or 3 times. They were all over them. And, like, you can hear in the highlight video, the fans are all over the players of Real Madrid. I mean, and their 2 goals were very wonderful. In the 53rd minute and 58th minute, they were just all over them, and they had a little luck, but they outworked Real Madrid.
Second one might have been offside. Second goal, it's really close. But I think they still deserve to win.
That's an argument for VAR, video technology, that might be implemented in Spain eventually. It's been implemented in Serie A, MLS. But no matter. Speaking of Halloween, speaking of things that are scary, should Tottenham be scared? Real Madrid coming to London with a vengeance for this week's Champions League. Should they be scared?
I think Tottenham should be scared. I mean, Girona outworked them, and I feel like Real Madrid having lost this many games in the last season or 2 under Zidane's belt. It's probably the first time they're losing this much. I think Zidane's going to put a lineup that's going to go all over Tottenham. I mean, it's going to be hard playing in Wembley, but I feel like there's going to be a different Real Madrid playing tomorrow versus Tottenham.
Problem that Madrid had, is that they have a lot of people that are injured. The right back. Like, who is this right back? Like, I don't know him, to be honest. He just came out of nowhere, And then, Marc Asensio is not as good as he was at the beginning of the season. Well, not as good. Like, he's not in the shape or form that he was.
Right.
So, they're having some tough moments right now. And Benzema is way outside of his form. But you know.
I think the biggest thing with them is they need consistency within the players and the entire team together. Like Asensio, he had a wonderful end of the season last year, and he started good this year, but he hasn't found consistency and rhythm to keep it up. You know, maybe it's his playing time; he's not playing enough. You got Bale that's hurt, hopefully coming back soon. Maybe might play tomorrow. But I think Carvajal with heart problems coming back to training. But I mean, hopefully they find consistency, and if they do find consistency, I think tomorrow will be a good game.
So you have I guess, quote unquote, you say weakened Real Madrid team facing a Tottenham side that's going to be buoyed by the return of Harry Kane. Hopefully, says Mauricio Pochettino, he's going to be back for this game. It's a huge game. Other huge games in the Champions League: Man City taking on Napoli. Two of the best offenses in Europe going up against each other. I think that's going to be an amazing game. Bayern Munich against Celtic, another game that I'm excited for. I know you said...
Why are you excited for that game?
See, I love Celtic. I just love the atmosphere at Celtic Park. And I love an upset. I love an underdog. So had I been watching the Girona-Real Madrid game, I would have been going for Girona. If I'm able to watch the Celtic-Bayern Munich game, I'll be going for Celtic. I just love it when an underdog goes in, although Celtic will be at home, and then just beats. I just love the fans, the reaction of the players.
Of course, I do too, but unless, it's to Barcelona. If it's to Barcelona, I'm just mad, but, if it's to another team, like, I agree with you.
See, even Barcelona gets me excited, but just a stat on the Girona-Real Madrid game that I forgot to mention earlier, but that is pretty significant. This is the first time in 26 years that a newly promoted side has beaten Real Madrid. That's pretty incredible. 2 teams are promoted every year from the second division in Spain. 3 teams. And none of those 3 in any of the years for 26 years before this have beaten Real Madrid.
That's an impressive stat right there.
And for it to come out of all the teams from a Catalonian team is even more incredible and gives us storyline, as you said, the beautiful game. That's why we love it. Regardless of where you stand politically, regardless of where you stand team-wise, it's just an awesome story, beautiful game. We love it. That's all for this week's episode of Broncos Talk Sports. Until next time, we'll see you.